Where are you? I can't even see you. There you are.
Look. There's eclipse right there. I did this. Look.
Look at Mama. Let me fix your hair. How old are you? You're 2. Can you blow the camera a kiss? Blow it a kiss. Ow. Do you go potty in the toilet?
Yeah.
All right, look at the camera. Are you a big girl?
Yeah.
Say, yeah, I'm a big girl. Not with your mouth full. Oh, thank you for showing us your food. That's wonderful. Say bye, camera.
Hi, camera.
Camera.
Bye-bye, camera.
What it looks like on TV. It's not out here yet.
Very thin crescent left to the sun there, and that crescent is going to get slimmer and slimmer over the next couple of minutes. We'll go into this diamond ring, as I said. The diamond ring will get smaller and smaller, and then we'll break into a thing called Bailey's beads, a string of tiny little diamond sparkles along the edge of the moon. That's the last pieces of the bright disk of the sun shining out through valleys between mountains along the edge of the moon. And then instantly, in a moment, we will be plunged into totality. For the first time, the faint atmosphere of the sun, corona, will blaze forth. It will look like a black hole in the sky, surrounded by this ghostly pearly glow called the corona, about the brightness of the full moon, safe for the first time to look out.
Look at the TV.
And surrounding, peeking out around the edges of the darkness of the moon, red tongues of fire, which astronomers call clouds. These are condensations of gas and
Mm-hmm.
the sun, which result in explosions on the surface of the sun.
Now, as we're watching this, is there any kind of exchange, because you mentioned something about the gases, chemical exchanges, gaseous exchanges that could have any effect on the moon by the heat of the sun in
No.
terms of passing in front of it, or on the Earth?
There are explosions on the surface of the sun, which we call flares. They have the energy of millions of hydrogen bombs per second. Particles are shot into space from the sun at up to 2.5 million miles per hour. They reach the Earth, and that's what causes the northern and southern lights that we see, these particles crashing into our atmosphere up above. But we're protected down here on the surface. It goes on quite regularly, has nothing to do with the eclipse, and we're safe down here on the ground.
What effects, however, might it have on northern lights? Would they be more brilliant as a result of this eclipse?
Now, actually,
would we see anything atmospherically that's
just
different?
less, just the opposite, because the moon is now covering all of this activity up
Ollie.
a little bit of time. But on either side of this, yes, we're in
That's
a
okay.
period of solar storms right now on the sun. So we've seen a lot of auroral activity just in the
Move,
last
sweetheart.
6 months.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the things that people think might occur.
Do you
and
want
find
to
out
have
what's
a
happening in
timeout?
fiction. What about the tides? Would the tides be affected?
Not really. They're high at this time of the month when the moon is near new, but that's true when the moon is new every month.
Thank you.
No, not particularly higher tides.
Think about in ancient times when this would occur, and people would think that this was the precursor of the end of the
This
world.
is scary stuff. If you were an agricultural society and the sun was going away, that would do the asparagus crop in. So people used to go out and beat drums and shout and throw arrows in the sky and try to chase away the evil spirit. And the good news is it always worked because the eclipse did end, so I guess they got positive reinforcement. We're coming up very close now, probably only a minute or two before totality, that thin crescent of light
Let's
getting
go check
smaller and
outside.
smaller.
If it's gone or not. No, I don't think so.
It's called Bailey's beads. The sun peeking out through the valleys between the mountains on the edge of the moon runs, which is very convenient, just an accident of nature. Only takes place on this planet, and only on this planet.
We are
that people
seconds
look up
away
and
from
see
a
it.
total solar eclipse.
Right now, it's almost as dark as a night under the full moon. Okay,
It
he's
is.
taking the filter off. Okay, we're now operating without a filter. We're seeing the last little blazing rim of sun. And I dare say fairly soon, if he diaphragms out, we'll begin to see this diamond ring effect as the rest of the rim of the moon begins to fill in with the lower atmosphere of the sun. Okay, he's going to have to diaphragm out, and we should be into
Let's
totality.
rewind.
There we go,
There we are.
totality.
Oh,
We missed the
wow.
diamond ring, unfortunately. We didn't have the camera quite set right. But here's totality. The moon now perfectly fitting over the bright disk of the sun. And for the first time, that glare that we're so used to in the sky is gone. People are standing in what feels like nighttime under the light of a full moon right now in Hawaii. It is an unearthly sight to see this black hole in the sky. Orange light is ringing the horizon. The brighter stars and planets are now visible to the people on the beaches in Hawaii. I've seen grown-up folks just lose it at this point. It is an awesome sight.
Do the birds stop singing, for example?
Animals can be fooled into thinking it's night. They're a little confused, but they begin to roost and things like that. You begin to see near the edge of the sun. If you look toward the top and the bottom, it almost looks like a painting in the sense that you might imagine that they're like brush strokes in that corona. That is not your imagination. That is actually charged gases in the corona that are lining up along the magnetic field of the sun. It's like the old bar magnet.
Let's go look outside. Well, I don't think it's working here. I don't know. Still quite light outside. Are you excited?
Yeah. Dirty, dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirt.
It's dirty, dirty dirt.
So eclipse. But at this point, it seems as though nothing is happening.
That's right.
That it's in dead air.
These gases are in motion, but we have to remind everyone that the diameter of the sun is 864,000 miles. That's almost 1 million miles across that sun. So although those gases are moving at several miles a second in many cases, over the scale of what we're looking at here, that means a tiny fraction of an inch on your television screen in an hour. So yes, you're right. This looks as though it's a still picture, even though it is a dynamic world that we're looking at there.
Now, those people who are on land who are looking up, did you say that this is the time that
Ollie?
they can start to observe
That's
this
right.
without
This is
injuring
perfectly
themselves?
safe to look at. As a matter of fact, not only can you look at this with the naked eye, you can look at this with binoculars or even a telescope. Because what's left, this corona that you see there, is no brighter than the full moon. Look again. We just had a better exposure a minute ago where the camera got stopped down. And I don't know if I can relay this at all. We're just getting what we get. But yes, right now, look before it changes exposure, about 2:30 on the clock. And you see a little bright area right near the edge of the sun. And on a color set, that probably looks a little pinkish to you. That is the lowermost part of the sun's atmosphere called the chromosphere. Chromos from Greek meaning color. And this is where hydrogen gas is glowing red in the lowest most parts of the atmosphere. Temperature at the surface of the sun about 11,000 degrees, but up in the corona that we're seeing now over 1 million degrees.
It's called perigee of the moon, and so right now we have one of these very rare occasions. The moon is at perigee, is closest to the Earth, and the sun is farthest away.
Right. Right now, we've just seen what they call the diamond ring effect as the moon was starting to move back away to reveal the sun yet again. There's an entire series of events that happens as the moon comes in to cover a light. The moon's slipping back out of the way, revealing the sun, and things will look similar to this here in Sacramento, not nearly to this great effect. We will lose about 60% of the sun when the moon gets in the way, and actually, if you can imagine the geometry of exactly what's happening, the moon is, well, we're not quite in line as well as Hawaii and Baja will be, but we will see a similar sight, and but as Tom mentioned, don't look directly at it. We'll go through some things a bit in midday. There will still be something to see.
We're gonna see. They said that it was about 11:15. You'd be able to see it. And no, it's only 11:13. Maybe in 2 minutes they're gonna have a miraculous change. Let's go in the back and look. Hi. We're gonna go look for the eclipse.
No, Mom.
You don't want to?
No.
Okay. Give me a kiss. I love you.
Bye.
I love you.
I love you.
How much?
Much.
Oh, wow. That's a super amount, huh? Hey. I'll tell Papa. Hey, you want me to tell Papa you're messing around with his chair? Okay. This glare looks on the camera, but there's a quick shot in the back. I still don't see anything. So, I don't know. Oh, we're out here. Here's my mom and dad's backyard. It's Mom's garden. Scarecrow. That's where the shed's gonna go. And over here is where the play yard's gonna go. Some trees, shrubs, little park and a walkway, and all this inside's gonna be grass.
there around the shadow of the moon. Right now, let's take a shot from our camera up here through a solar filter. This is the eclipse taking place over Sacramento this morning.
In fact, this is live from the roof of KOBR.
Oh, we better go outside. We don't have the filter. I can't even see it. Huh.
You can see the eclipse with your own hand. It's kind of fun.
It really doesn't take much at all, and that is definitely the safest way to do it if you're outside or you're near one. Actually, if you're watching the program, you're not watching the eclipse outside. If you do want to go out and take a look, don't use your unaided naked eye. Use the methods that we've been talking about all this time.
That's right. Now, the sun is shining through a window in your house. You could poke a little hole through a piece of paper, and the eclipse will appear on your table or on your floor.
That's right.
So you don't even need to go outside.
We naturally wanted to bring you the eclipse as it was reaching its peak here in the Sacramento area. I would guess, what do you think? That's about 40% of the sun's surface covered by the moon right now. We're expecting our peak here in the area to be about 60% of the sun covered, naturally in Hawaii and Baja, which they are probably seeing totality right about now. This is about pretty close to about the peak of the eclipse that we'll be seeing. It will get a little bit darker than this. Now, if you happen to be outside, you may notice maybe just a hint of a greenish tint around everything.
It does look a little strange. It looks like it's a little bit dark. It's hard to say.
Just a shade.
Just a shade.
Let's go to Mark Saxenmeyer down in Stockton with some eclipse watchers down there.
All right, and we're focusing in, and there you go. That's what you were looking at earlier. It's as easy as that. People down here, the crowd must be about 500, 600, 700 people right now. I'm not good at estimates, but they're...
We have a little piece of paper like this. It's supposed to be perfectly round. Well, anyway, when we show it on the ground and let the light shine through, you're going to see what the eclipse looks like, since I don't have a filter for my camera. Let's see if we can get this. Now it's not working. Let's see if we got it now. Now it's not working. Hang on, let me find out what's wrong. The problem, my hole was too big. Got another cardboard piece of paper. I'll put that, shine that down on the ground. Can you see? See how that's like a little half moon? And now see my piece of paper is perfectly round. See that? That's how much the sun is covered right now. There it is again. We don't have a filter. It's pretty neat, actually. See that? It's the shape that the sun is. The white part, of course, being the sun, and the little, how it's cut off would be the moon. Pretty neat. There it is again. This is what it looks like at 11:46. More of the sun is gone now, looks like. I'm going to frame it back up into the sun because I think I saw little parts of it in the corner. I want to see again. Whoa. That's weird. When I get it in the middle, it starts. I can't get it straight on. That's really weird. I'm not looking, I'm closing my eyes, so I hope this is okay. Take it down. Try again. Oh, there it is. Well, I mean, the sun without it blinking. I had it up, panned out as far as it could go. There, that's when it starts can see parts of it like right there. Okay, that's all.